Go.
Get the low ones, boys. Try to AoE the small dudes if you can.
Ja, men jeg har Akron nu jo.
And we're all having fun together doing shows.
And can you imagine just being an actor and be like, oh, I think this, but I can't say it.
Yeah, let me try to find a role that kind of aligns with my views.
Yeah.
Maybe, but also, whatever, also Marvel.
It feels like a lot of them are starting to crack a little.
Yeah, they're starting to crack. Like, go bad and, like, crack.
Yeah,
like, they're in the
well,
wrong environment.
Meanwhile,
won't
going
end well.
bad is just like, I'm a Republican. Be like, oh my God, this guy's crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? The goalposts keep moving. Well,
They
didn't
do.
Jennifer Lawrence just do a speech? Did you see that? Where she said, like, hey, we got to chill out. This is getting out of hand.
Damn, she's so hot.
She's so hot.
And then,
That basically makes her a Nazi. That's so hot. God damn, Jennifer Lawrence would be the hottest Nazi.
Can we just chill out? Is like,
Right?
get out of
Ava
here.
Braun, she would be my sweet.
James
James
Franco
Franco
could
could be Hitler. James Franco is Hitler?
Yeah.
They would have won.
Messed up. Fucking messed up James Franco.
Who's playing Stalin? I'd like to see a little Mel Gibson Stalin action.
yeah, he's halfway
With the
there.
beard. Give Stalin a
he
beard.
could pull it off.
Yeah.
He could pull it off.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, bro.
Who'd be gay
Mel
as Churchill?
Gibson.
Fuck him up the
Oh yeah, Eva Braun was kind of hot.
Not kind of, dude.
That's a good pick, dude.
There's
She
the
looks like
fucking
a-
number
she
one
looks
guy
like-
in the
No,
country,
that's-
and you want that.
That is
That picture was
Photoshop
good.
filter. She's got a filter on.
Uh,
She had filters way back
Ava
then.
Braun was
Yeah, the
fucking
one just to
mid,
the
dude.
right of that, the one all the way on the right of that.
That's
It's like
nah.
That's the one above that, Jamie.
the black and
No.
yellow one.
Right
No,
to
no,
the right
to
of
the
that
right
one.
of that.
To the right of that one,
She's like
Jamie.
a lunch
Down,
lady.
right,
Jamie,
right, all the way
you're
right,
right.
all the way right,
More
more right, more right,
The
righter,
next one. The next
righter.
one, Jamie.
Yeah, that
one.
one.
Boo.
That's a weirdo.
Yeah, you already had it up.
She's
That-
partially elf.
That's when she knew she was gonna die.
Her dad was an ant.
That's like
That's
that's like
bunker-
president
that's bunker
years.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, she
bunker
fucked
years.
the number one
Get that one
guy.
where he's pissed. That's pretty funny.
Like the end of World
Whoa.
War II years has got to be like president years times 100.
Look how scared she is.
Oh, boy,
He just
this
heard bad
guy's-
news.
Yeah, she's literally dating Hitler.
I just like. I just liked his
Imagine.
art.
And in the beginning, the parents are probably proud.
Yeah. Oh, leader, huh?
Oh, you're dating the leader.
Does he have his own sword?
Very good.
It is weird that they have to have small talk at dinner, like, cold out.
Hopefully, he will make good decisions for our country.
Ava Braun,
Did you feed the dog?
Average, dude. Hitler sucked
Yeah.
dick.
So how was exterminating the
so
smartest
fucking
race?
Hot take. He's running trains.
Hitler sucks, dude.
Hitler
I
sucked.
like
Hitler
how-
does suck ass.
I like how you just take a strong stance. It's really important that you not just be
Yeah.
funny, but
Look-
also take a strong stance.
Look into Hitler, you can find out how big of a fucking tool that guy was. Dude, he sucked.
Well, he
He's
only
a-
ate vegetables and he farted all the
He
time.
was a fucking dork, dude. He got what he had coming.
Nothing wrong with farting. And he's a painter.
Yeah, that's about as fucking lame as it gets.
Good
Yeah.
Those
society.
dudes kill a lot of people like painting.
They do. It's like
Joe
they're
W's-
like
W's
Picasso
not afraid to
piece.
sit down
Bush
and paint.
really enjoys painting.
Oh, yeah, Jim
Bush
Carrey.
enjoys painting.
Yeah, Johnny
Jim
Depp.
Carrey. Jim Carrey. he said.
That's the drip, though. Hitler looks cool as
Yeah,
shit there.
Hitler
That's a
looks
pretty
sleek.
bad outfit. That's a not bad outfit at all. That's
That
pretty
was
fucking cool.
Before the shit hit the
I
fan.
would love
funny
to
as
see
hell
like
in
that.
Right now, he's just starting to use liquid cocaine intravenously.
Oh,
Really, he's
yeah.
just starting to plot his future.
He was like, some of these Jews are good tailors.
One ball,
Ah.
one nut.
He only had one?
Yeah.
No way.
Kickboxing?
Like Duncan, same birthday.
No.
Hitler and
420?
Duncan. One nut, one nut.
Two nuts.
Duncan was born
Imagine if
Columbine.
Duncan is what Hitler would have been with the right parents and the right upbringing. Just the real problem is determinism. It's like where he was
Yeah.
born, at what time,
If Hitler,
what happened to him at a young age.
if Hitler got way into Burning Man, it's
Hitler
Duncan.
really did have only one testicle,
I mean,
German
if-
researcher claims. But that's
Peekaboo reveals the truth about
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
only
easy.
had one nut, that piece of shit.
Yeah.
He was
Also-
a one-nut wonder.
If
Yeah.
Duncan went through World War One, maybe he'd be a little different.
He had an undescended right testicle, it said.
Undescended.
Perfect. It's evolution. Ideally, you'd have both of them in there to protect you from nut shots.
There you
Wow,
go.
it would protect you.
But you'd overheat.
Bring my comp
Yeah.
into
So it
school.
fuck
Someone
with your
slap
sperm
you and
count.
like, ah, my knuckle.
It's about the sperm count. That's
What
what
is
it's
that,
about.
the Daily
Yeah,
Storm?
yeah, yeah.
What the hell was that site?
Bring Mein Kampf back into schools. We need it.
The sack.
That's what the article said.
This
I don't
always
think that.
surfs.
Soundbite.
You know, one of the things they found out with monkeys is that the size of their testicles is directly attributable to how many promiscuous females are in the area.
No.
Interesting.
It grows bigger?
They got more jizz because
Damn.
the chicks are
Wow.
They're just around?
some dick.
That sucks. I got huge balls. That means
think
my
it's-
sisters would
No, I actually think that's chimpanzees. Hitler himself believed to have two forms of what happened. What is it?
Penile condition.
2 forms of genital abnormality: an undescended testicle and a rare condition called penile hypospadias.
This is crazy, dude.
Which the urethra opens up in the underside of the penis. Oh, he could come out of his ball sack.
Whoa.
No, this is
that's hot.
Wow, what?
This is my least,
What?
That guy
This is my
nutted.
least favorite thing.
He sucked his own dick while he nutted, and it
I heard it.
split
I
out.
heard it.
Yeah, let's keep making up lies. I like it. And here's something else
He was
I
a
like.
fucking midget.
I like that he killed that fucking mustache.
Yeah.
He killed that thing.
And he killed Adolf.
Boom.
The name Adolf
He
is
killed
gone.
it. No, Adolf is still around.
Adolf is still
unfortunately.
around.
No.
Adolphus is still around.
Yeah, there's a lot of like
The
white power
mustache was the
strongholds.
Oh,
third
really?
worst thing he's ever done.
Some Adolfs are out there.
Some
Oh,
Adolphs
shit.
are there.
Yeah, but
Pretty funny fucking name.
that mustache is a wrap.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
wrap for that stash. You're pretty close.
And the
buddy.
other guy, Charlie
He's not too
Chaplin,
far off.
had the best chance of keeping it going.
I know,
But
Charlie
he was
Chaplin.
like, Adolf was too strong.
Yeah.
But people
Got him.
forgot about Charlie because of the mustache.
Yeah.
I think.
2010 article.
New Jersey couple loses custody of son named Adolf Hitler. But they named him the whole thing.
Wait. Article by Barbara Goldberg.
Adolf Hitler
Oh, Barbara.
Of course Goldberg has a problem with that.
Jocelyn Aryan Nation Campbell.
Oh, okay.
my
She
God.
might actually have a
These
point.
people are
She might actually have a really
wild.
good point.
Oh, these people are wild.
These people are the thing.
They
The
are
thing you
the real-
imagine, like no one's really like that. That's actually these people.
Those are real.
Yeah,
nuts.
they're obviously not smart.
Also, test positive for meth right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're not in jail, you can grab them and fucking get a sample.
Yeah.
100% they're
Damn.
methed out.
Their kids' rooms decorated with posters with no frames.
People. Oh, not wrong, but unusual decorative features, including skulls and knives. Ari. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. Children were strapped to their booster seats for unusually long periods of time amid ongoing domestic violence.
Just hit
hey.
the kid while he's strapped
Sammy,
in.
you stay in here for a minute. Me and my dad got to beat on each other for a little bit.
Don't forget Hitler.
Yeah, that's
Don't
the
forget
thing.
our son,
That's the
Adolf
fucking,
Hitler.
That's,
He
that's
put the
the
hit
real
Hitler.
problem with calling everybody you disagree with a Nazi.
Yeah.
Because there's fucking real towards that. Who says Nazis made a decision?
Only retard.
Interesting point.
Yeah, nobody says.
Нельзя здесь уходить.
А куда?
Куда дальше?
Ой, что это за место тогда?
Здесь нельзя.
Секретное место? Хорошо. Понятно. Wow. Just arrived in Novosibirsk, already told off. How did you get out of this magnificent railways? Wow. Check it out. Welcome to tropical Siberia. If you asked 100 people on the streets of Britain to name an Asian city, everyone would say the usual names. Bangkok or Delhi or Manila or Luton. Nobody would say Novosibirsk or Krasnoyarsk or Bratsk. And yet there they stand, Russian cities on the very roof of Asia. And it's through some of these unknown metropolises that we shall now pass as we continue eastwards towards the Pacific Ocean.
Super.
Wow. Super, Vyacheslav.
А чего делать? Ну и для
Что?
чего? И для чего вот это?
Я снимаю то, что я могу показать друзья, как Новосибирск.
Знаете,
Красивее.
здесь нехорошие люди живут.
Да?
Они не здороваются, я прихожу на работу, допустим, и говорю, приятного аппетита, они даже мне слова не говорят.
Ой, почему они злой здесь, что ли?
Они злые, да.
А ты нет.
Они даже не знают, что такое. Вот я прихожу, говорю, здравствуйте, они не дошло, они говорят, не говорят спасибо. Они злые здесь, все наглые.
Это Сибирь или только Новосибирск?
Ну, я не знаю, Сибирь.
Ну, вы культурны.
Да, я культурная, да.
Очень приятно. Бенджамин.
Спасибо
Очень
большое.
приятно. Давайте. До
А
свидания.
вы что, не русский, что ли?
Нет, я англичанин. Давай, что? Еще? Еще?
Кто вы? Кто?
Англичанин.
Это вы оттуда, что ли?
Англичанин Англия, Лондон.
Ага.
Да?
Что, правда, что ли?
Правда, что ли?
Ой, клево.
Хорошо. До свидания. Спасибо.
Дай вам здоровья, дай.
Спасибо вам большое. До свидания. Спасибо.
Wow, what a lovely, friendly Novosibirskian. The first Siberian we've met.
Whoa, she's still shouting.
Okay, пока. Bye-bye, nice to meet you. Wow, she's still going on with herself. Let's hope that bodes well for our trip. Now, all the Siberians are as future, as friendly, I should say, and as little bit nuts as that lady. Right. Let's continue the next part of our journey. Now, the reason that we're going straight to the bus stop to jump on a bus out of Novosibirsk, as lovely as I'm sure this city is, I mean, check out the architecture, is because I want to go and make a personal journey to a town that I've always wanted to visit ever since I was a teenager. And I'll explain on the way why exactly we're going to head straight to the city of Tomsk. Join me, will be fun.
Здравствуйте, можно мне, пожалуйста, билет до Томска?
Passport надо? Хорошо, second. You've got to show your passport even to buy a bus ticket in Russia.
Возьмите. Да, буду. Сразу.
The lady can't read English, so it's a little bit difficult for her to type in the information into the computer.
Далеко Британия. Давай допустим то, что я американец тогда или что-то. Мне все равно, что мой национальность. Спасибо вам большое. Давайте.
Wow. They didn't have, or they couldn't find, the login key for Great Britain. So I said, make me an American. So I'm now a Texan, apparently. They even had to fill in what state I was from. The amount of red tape just to buy a bloody bus ticket in Russia. Anyway, let's do it. These are the Siberians. And what a lovely bunch they are. And there's a Siberian dog. Look, our first Siberian dog. Check him out. I've always wanted to travel on this type of bus. Some nice gas cylinders just above your head, waiting to shatter into your brain. But I doubt we are.
Babushka's banging into me.
Welcome to a Russian service station on the outside of Bolotnoye. Lovely Bolotnoye, the pearl of Siberia, they say. Anyway, oh, this journey, man, how uncomfy. Let's go and check out a Russian service station on the road to Tomsk. Just outside of Bolotnoye. Check out my watery salyanka with some lumps of gristle. This is like gulag soup. Oh, it actually tastes quite nice. This is salyanka, for those of you who don't know. It's like a meaty olive soup. Much better than borscht. Sorry Ukrainians, but it's true. Perfect. Just think, if I was still vaping and I hadn't given up, I could now head to the Место de la Kurenia, the smoking shed, and hang out and have a chat with my driver and ask him to tell me some tales of the road. But I've given up, so I can't. Less content when you don't vape. Let's get back on the bus and get to Tomsk. Welcome to, hopefully, beautiful Tomsk. Let's go and check out the centre. And I'll tell you why we've come here. Back in 1992, I was a fresh-faced 16-year-old who had absolutely no idea what he wanted to do with his life. All I wanted to do was stay home and play computer games on my Amstrad 464. On a whim, I signed up for a Russian evening class at a college in the rough old naval city of Portsmouth in England. My teacher at the college, as it turned out, was a lovely young lady from the city of Tomsk, called Anna, a city, she said, of wonderful Russian architecture. And every Tuesday my mum would drive me down to rough old Portsmouth, where Anna would try and unravel the complexities of Russian grammar for me. It was a bloody nightmare for her, because I still don't get it. However, more than just language, the year I spent in Anna's class installed in me a love of Russia, of its people, of its culture, and it's directly due to Anna that I have had my greatest adventures, my greatest loves, my greatest friendships. Well, I lost touch with Anna when the course ended a year later, and I'm sure she in no way remembers me. However, I've always wanted to come to her city of Tomsk to see where she was from, and I suppose to say thanks. Thanks for inspiring a young man who was pretty directionless at the time and filling my life with, well, some kind of meaning. Thanks, Anna. Spasibo вам огромное. Soviet hotel. Let's see what £10 gets you in old Tomsk for the night. Ooh, gets you a single bed, desk, kettle, TV, and a view of some metal bars, in case I run off without paying my bill. Well, another day completed on our journey towards the Pacific Ocean. Tomorrow, we're going to rejoin the Trans-Siberian and continue our journey eastwards to the town of Taishet, where I'm going to have to make a major decision about which direction our journey will continue. So, yeah, I'll see you guys bright and early. Spocky Nocky, as they say in Russian. In the 1800s, Russian railway engineers were building the Trans-Siberian across this vast nation. They came to the city elders of this, the industrial town of Tomsk, and asked them if they could lay their tracks and build a railway station in their town. The city elders, fearing change and noise of the newfangled technology, refused them. Instead, the track went through Novosibirsk to the south, sending little old Tomsk into terminal decline. Fortunately, since then, they have built a railway station, so we can get out of here. And here it is, lovely Tomsk 2. Bye-bye, lovely Tomsk, and bye-bye, Anna. I'll never understand why you moved to Portsmouth. This is our train that's going to take us down from Tomsk down to the Trans-Siberian main line, a couple of 100 kilometers away, to the town of Taiga, named after the Siberian forest that covers this land. And from there, we're going to wait a couple of hours, and then we're going to jump on a train that is heading to the town of Taishet, where we'll arrive hopefully sometime tomorrow morning. Anyway, this is the train. And these are the Tomskians. Although you don't call them Tomskians in Russian, you call them Tomachi. Sounds like a Japanese game you would have played back in the 90s. Just going to play with my Tomachi.
Пятая у вас, вы у нас до тайги. Документы далеко не убирайте.
Хорошо, спасибо.
May I ask you, what's the difference between a fresh water and fresh water?
Between fresh water and...
Why do I ask such a question?
Why?
Do you know the difference between...
yes.
You mean
Yes.
fresh in
Свежий
свежий,
or fresh without salt.
without salt.
Two meanings.
Two meanings.
Yes.
But the English language
Yes.
uses one word.
Yes.
Yes. So,
It's a complicated language.
yes, I understood. So, you, a foreigner, want a fresh water.
Yes.
No, you want not salty,
No.
but I'm a Russian language native speaker.
Right.
So, in the lavatory, the water is fresh.
It's...
Take it.
When we began our journey in Peter, I wasn't joking when I said I didn't want to take this trip. I've never wanted to do the Trans-Siberian, but now, a few days into our journey, I'm starting to relax a little bit and enjoy it and take in the scenery and enjoy just chilling out, eating my doshirak. Yeah, you know what? The Trans-Siberian's not as bad as I thought. Спасибо вам большое. Счастливого пути. До свидания. До свидания, Александр. Welcome to lovely Taiga, where we've got 2 hours to kill before our train onwards. Check it out, Soviet Taiga. What's it going to be like inside? The big reveal of Taiga railway station. Of course, we have some nice palm trees, like in every railway station in Russia. Well, there's nothing happening in old Taiga railway station, so we might as well check out the town for an hour or two. See what's happening here on a Tuesday afternoon. Check out the lovely blue benches of Taiga. Wow, awesome. No matter where you go, you find some blue benches. Приветик. Нормал. Как вас дела? Как ваш город? Нормально? Да, круто? Да. Ладно. Those were the local hoodlums, future Gopniks. If they take the wrong... Чё? Англичанин! Ты что? Okay, no idea. Bloody hell, Gopniks kicking off. Beautiful Taiga. In the sunshine.
Да, тебе если просто перекусить или...
Да, пиво, пара пива где-то. Удобное место, сидеть чуть-чуть.
На вокзале есть, но...
только на вокзале, я же был там.
Там дорого,
Да?
во-первых.
А где самый дешевле?
Да, сам... Смотри.
Да.
Он, видишь,
Да.
угол здания.
Вижу, вижу,
администрации.
вижу.
Вот там идешь,
Да.
проходишь.
Да.
И туда по диагонали,
Да.
так, повдоль.
Бар, да?
Ну там кафешка, тоже кафешка.
Есть пиво или что-то?
Да, да,
Хорошо, достаточно. Спасибо за помощь. Wow, that lovely young Siberian man has pointed me in the direction of a place he says there's a cheap bar. Here we have it, the Cafe Yulia. Oh, with a slippery slope.
I need to get closer.
What a bloody disaster. You can't get a beer in the frigging cafe in this town. Cafe Yulia? Imagine not having beer. Здорово. Очень тяжело найти пиво в ваш город. Я искал бар. Нету совсем. Как люди бухать здесь? Где? А, курить, блин, у меня нету. Если был, да, я дам. Сколько стоит? Здесь сигареты сколько стоит в России? Сигареты? Купи тогда. Пожалуйста. Но лучше просить.
Сам-то откуда?
Я из Англии.
Что здесь делаешь?
Искать пиво. Что-то другое, да? Это не бар там?
Да?
Это бар?
Да?
Честно?
Честно.
Я нашел?
Да?
Блин!
Ну так там водки нет, там одно пиво.
Пива достаточно. А, супер, спасибо, брат. Ой, наконец-то. Томская супер. Спасибо. The lovely lady who works in this shop sold me a Tomsk beer and said, would you like to open it with an old Soviet bottle opener? I was like, flipping heck, has she seen the channel? Of course I would. Let's try. Soviet bottle opener. Oh, there you go. Also doubles up as a knife to stab some gotlings.
Все-таки здесь.
Почему не сказал?
Я тебе говорю,
искал.
к вокзалу, говорю, иди.
Друг, подарок.
Тебя как зовут-то?
Бенджамин.
Бенджамин.
А вы?
Владимир.
Владимир. Очень приятно. Давайте чокаться. Что вы пьете? Сибирский корона. Крепкая. Хорошо. Я Томская. Нормально?
Я вижу.
Ну, у нас нету томского пива.
Да у вас точно.
В Англии нету.
У такого точно нету.
Это что это?
А ты
Сибирский корона? Можно попробовать?
попробуй.
О! Хо-хо! Блин, это как водка. 8%?
Это будет международный скандал.
Я нормально себя веду, да?
Скандал не будет. Я уже привык к России.
Вы их просто не знаете.
О!
Да, если
Вы известный здесь этот бар?
очень известная местная.
Пойдем покурим.
Давай, покурим чуть-чуть. Но я не курю. Если я кричу, помоги. Помогите, пожалуйста, хорошо? Блин, вы богатый человек. Сейчас я понял. Ротманс это из Англии или что-то? Американский?
Самое дешевое на данный момент.
Сколько здесь?
120 рублей.
120 рублей? Знаете, сколько в Англии сигареты Ротманс?
Ой-ой-ой.
Это вот сибиряки такие все.
Извините, пожалуйста.
He's nicked a lighter. This dude's dodgy as fuck. У меня есть поезд дальше.
Все, давай. Главное
Через
не болеть.
Россию. Все будет хорошо. Еще раз, мой друг, удачи вам. Удачи. Спасибо вам большое. До свидания. До свидания. Хорошо. Whew, that was all right, wasn't it? Had a couple of beers, had some doshirak, ready to continue our journey across Siberia to our next destination. Taishet. Oh. Bloody hell. Oh, that Tom Spear's gone right through me. Oh.
That's still recharging.
Да, конечно. Дай вам.
I can't cast that.
Осторожно. Да, конечно. Давайте. Все окей? Пожалуйста.
Bye-bye, Tiger.
I can't
It was short and sweet. This goods train behind me has come all the way from China, travelling across Siberia all the way to Europe. Think about that next time you're in the pound shop and you're buying your cheap, crappy Chinese earbuds, or your toothpaste, or your crappy clothes. Here's my train. Just where they've come from. All that crap we buy from China has come all the way through little towns like Taiga, Novosibirsk, Perm. Who would have thought it? It's only a short stop in Taiga. 4 minutes this train will stop. So we've got to jump onto our carriage before it leaves. Какой ваш? Блин, что у вас есть? Wow, I'm a real babushka helper today.
Ой, вот вам. Второй. Блин, удачи вам, удачи. До свидания. Ага. Спасибо.
Спасибо, спасибо. Еще лучше будет через пиво. Well, the day's journey is almost over. Outside the window in the darkness somewhere, we're passing by towns and crossing rivers unknown in the west. The Ob, the Yenisei, the Ertish, the Lena. Names that we're not taught in Western schools. I'm now going to go to bed when I finish this beer and try and get some sleep because we've got an early start tomorrow. We're going to pull into the town of Taishet, where we got ourselves a decision to make about which journey or which route we're going to take on this Trans-Siberian adventure. So I'll see you guys in the morning, bright and early. Spocky knocking. It's a crispy morning in Siberia. Welcome to wonderful Taishet. Check out what greets us in old Taishet. Golden Lenin. The Soviet Union never ended in Taishet. Let's go and find a hotel room.
That's still recharging.
Красивая гостиница. Скажите мне, у вас есть место? Совсем нет.
Well, the old hotel Birusa, they say has no rooms. And the lady says she doesn't know if there's another hotel in town. What am I going to do? Stuck in Taishet. Disaster. Look at lovely Taishet. Just makes you want to move here, doesn't it?
I can't cast
Ой. Это что?
I need to get closer.
Кушать? Кушать?
Там орехи.
О, да?
Да.
Дайте 50, пожалуйста.
По 50, да?
50, пожалуйста, да.
Карман, пакет.
Пакет. Карман?
Лучше бы в карман.
Да, почему? Вкус?
Пусть там будут, да?
Ой, супер. Спасибо вам большое.
Спасибо.
Вау. Из Сибири, да?
Это Сибирь, да.
Вау, первый раз. Спасибо вам. А вы тоже из Сибири?
Я, да.
О, хорошо, очень приятно. Wow, our first Siberian who sold me some pine nuts for 50 pence. Well, we've had an absolute disaster this morning in Old Taishet. Seems there's no cafes in town. There's no restaurants, there's no hotels. We're going to retreat back to the old railway station where our little adventure in Taishet began. Well, we've had a bit of a bloody disaster here in old Taishet. The idea was to come here, check into a hotel, and spend the night mulling over a decision, an important one, which is this. Should we go south on the traditional Trans-Siberian route around southern Lake Baikal, skirting Mongolia and China, or should we go on the little-used, little-known BAM Railway, the BAM that was hacked out of Siberian wilderness in the 1970s under Brezhnev? I thought I'd have a night to sleep on the idea, but it turns out there's no bloody hotels. I've got to make that decision now. I don't know. Anyway, stay tuned for the next episode where you'll see what I've decided. Das Viduli from... These carriages are carrying the mineral wealth of eastern Siberia, westwards towards Moscow and further afield. And that is made possible for one reason, the BAM Railway. In the 1970s, with the Soviet economy stagnating, Brezhnev wanted to open up the vast untapped wealth of eastern Siberia. To do so, he had to build a railway line across that vast land. It was the greatest engineering project of the 20th century. It was known as the BAM, the Baikal-Amurska Main Line. Today, we're going to take a journey across it. Join me. Behind me, next to Taishet railway station, is an old tower that was built in 1906, before the Soviet Revolution. And this is in fact the last piece of pre-revolutionary architecture we're going to see for the remainder of our trip on the BAM, because everything we're going to see, the infrastructure, the railway stations, the hotels, the shops, everything was built for the BAM in the 70s and the 80s. Before that, there was nothing but forest. To bring luck onto our journey, we're going to rub old Golden Lenin's head here in Taishet. Bring me luck, Lenin. Cheers. Trains don't stop for long on the BAM, so you have to jump on as soon as it gets here. 22. Carriage 22. Хорошо, спасибо. Хорошо. Oh, lovely. Old school Russian train. The dream. Все есть.
Да.
Красивый поезд.
Очень.
А у нас есть ресторан или где-то кушать? Ничего.
Нет, ресторана нет. У меня есть лапша, картошка. Вот.
Такой ролтон или доширак?
Ролтон.
Ну ладно. Over there you can see the Trans-Siberian main line branching away to the right. It's heading south. South to Irkutsk and south of Lake Baikal. We're now directing off in this direction to the north of the lake and across the middle of Siberia. Our first stop tomorrow morning will be Severodvaikalsk, northern Baikal, that means. Bye-bye, Trans-Siberian. Oh. Bye-bye, Trans-Siberian. Ох, раз. Ну ладно, давайте. Если не хотите, продается. Хорошо. В Англии мы только кушаем
Мороженое, лето. Но здесь, в России,
Россия.
всегда. Я обожаю это.
Есть померно такой, есть такой, по 120.
Самый вкусный, дайте. I can't emphasise and reiterate enough just what an engineering marvel the Barn Railway is. Every mountain we pass through had to be tunnelled. Every river we crossed had to be bridged. Every forest had to be hacked down and tracks laid for hundreds and hundreds of miles. The Soviet government spent billions of rubles building the Barn Railway. And what was supposed to enrich the Soviet economy almost bankrupted it. We're just passing by so many abandoned cranes and bulldozers and trucks and all this stuff that was built or brought here to build the Barn Railway, and then soon afterwards just abandoned, no longer needed. Wow. This is going to be one of the most fascinating trips I've ever taken in the former Soviet Union. Wow. On the side of people's houses in the villages are like bear skins just drying on the side of wooden houses. Wow. Oh, and here's our cleaner. Wow. Gotta keep the band tidy. We've stopped off in a town called Vikharevka. Let's buy some doshirak bread if they've got some in this shop. They better bloody have.
Опять.
Дайте одну, попробуй. Нормально?
Нормально. Подогреть?
Хорошо, если вы можете. Super. Wow, what a great shop here in old Vivirovka. We've got doshirak, Soviet lemonade, and this.
155.
Ой, возьмите, пожалуйста, Дженгиз. Спасибо. Look how cosy it looks out there. Little station building. Warm lights inside. Potted plants. Snow on the ground. Like a Christmas scene. If only there wasn't a Russian dude snoring in the opposite bunk.
I need to get closer. It's too far away.
This guy's nasal cavities are a real piece of work. Hasn't stopped snoring since he got on the train. Now 2 o'clock in the morning. I've not had a minute's sleep yet.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Еще времени есть. Oh. 4:40 in the morning, -5, but I'm wanting to come out here just to escape that bloody snorer. Let's have a look at the old railway station here in the town of what I think is called Lena. Judging by what's written on the side of the building, Lena, because this town obviously stands on the river Lena. A river that flows from Lake Baikal all the way up to the Arctic Sea. Now into that ocean. Anyway, let's see what's inside the railway station. Check out the snow. Давайте. Здравствуйте. Дайте, пожалуйста, пельмени этого. Гарни. И сделайте микроволновку мне, пожалуйста. Спасибо. Here we have some fried pilmeni.
A real food of the north. Siberian food. Здравствуйте. What are we going to do about this dude in our coupe? The fact that he's snoring is keeping me awake. That's not a major problem. The problem is, when we get to Severa Baikalsk tomorrow morning, how am I going to feel if I'm shattered? That's all that I'm worried about. Anyway, let's eat some pilmeni, jump back on the train, hopefully fall asleep. Well, before we jump back on the train, I thought we'll have a quick look outside the front of the station, and look what I've seen. There's a little monument to the builders of the BAM Railway, celebrating 45 years. And here they are, 3 of them. And over here, don't know if you can see this in the dark, oh it's cold, is a statue of some dude. Some dude who probably discovered this part of Siberia for the Russian Imperial Crown. Mr. Ivanu Galkinu. Ivanu Galkinu, there he is, in full glory. Well, that was probably the worst bloody night of my life, thanks to old matey boy here, snoring all night. But anyway, check out the view, how beautiful it is here in Siberia. Look at it. And there's the culprit, who kept me up all night. Спасибо вам большое. До свидания. Ага. Wait. We've made it to old Severo Baikalsk. Let's go and check this town out. What a night.
Out of range. I can't cast that yet.
Извините, пожалуйста, комната отдыха. Туда прямо, да? Хорошо. Прямо просто, спасибо. Wow. Check out old Soviet Severo Baikalsk railway station. God, I'm barely awake, lads. I'm barely awake. Where's the restroom? Upstairs? Oh, down here, down here. Wow, let's see what the hotel rooms look like here in Severo Baikalsk. I've never stayed in a railway station before. Might be the way forwards in the future. Мой первый раз спать в вокзал. ЖД вокзал в России. Да, первый раз.
Здесь кипяток можете наливать, но
О!
кушать у себя.
Супер, это как дома.
Да, микроволновка.
Супер. О, я буду здесь постоянно.
Туалет вот здесь напротив. Вот.
Хорошо.
Все, и вот. Ну здесь тепло. Подушка, одеяло здесь.
Маленький советский комната. Спасибо вам большое.
Да.
Будет
Ключики
удобно.
можете закрывать, брать с собой.
Окей, спасибо. Okay. In the lovely hotel room of Severo Baikalsk railway station, I'm going to sleep for a few hours, boys. I'll see you later, probably on the shores of Lake Baikal.
I need to get closer.
Well, I think we've just discovered the ultimate Trans-Siberian travel hack. Why stay in hotels when we can stay in flipping Soviet railway stations for a tenner a night? And what a Soviet railway station is, let me tell you about it. Look at it, Vokzal. This railway station, like the rest of the town here, Severo Baikalsk, was built by the Leningrad Komsomol. And it's meant to represent a big sail. Look at the sail, and there's the mast. I mean, it doesn't look much like a sail to me, but anyway. Because of Lake Baikal, that's why they built a big kind of sailing ship. And there it is. Guys, you know in England when you buy a pair of boots or a jacket and it says you can wear it to -5. Well, here in old Severo Baikalsk, when you advertise a pair of shoes, it says you can wear it to -60 degrees centigrade. Minus bloody 60 degrees. That's what life is like on the BAM. Wow, and check out this street name. I'm just loving old BAM adventures. Check it out. This road outside the railway station is called Prospect 60 Years of the USSR. 60 лет СССР. Don't know what to say. I've got that fuzzy feeling inside of me again that I had in St. Petersburg railway station. What a town. У вас есть красивый город, Северобайкальск. А когда вы переехали сюда?
Я с 83-го года здесь давно.
Да, когда были БАМ строили или что? Да.
Еще строили тогда.
Понял. А откуда вы переехали?
Вообще из Сибири, из Красноярска.
Красноярск, да? Не так далеко тогда.
Не так,
Ну,
сибиряки.
хорошо.
Здесь уже от БАМа мало что осталось, но жители-то вот есть такие.
Понятно.
Долгожители еще.
Ну,
Байкал уже ходили?
Байкал я буду сейчас сразу, посмотрим, да? Хорошо. Ну, спасибо вам. Хорошего дня. Вам тоже. Wow, there was a babushka who arrived here in the BAM days when they were building the BAM. This town was built in the 70s, so when you meet someone, you can always say, when did you move here? Because there was pretty much no one born here, unless you're, well, I suppose you're a little bit younger than me. I want to show you this sign up here that says Prospect Leningradsky. This is the main street that runs through Severobaikal. Now, normally the main street in a Russian city or a former Soviet city would be called Kirov or Lenin, communism, but not here, and that's because this town was built, as I said before, by people from Leningrad. All the towns along the BAM were built by different nationalities. There were towns built by Uzbeks, towns built by Tajiks, towns like this one built by people from Leningrad. And all the towns have their own individual little bit of flavour and little architectural motifs. When you go to a town built by the Estonians, there'll be little things there that remind you of Estonia.
Or the Alliance.
This is the old shopping centre of Severobaikal. The old Soviet shopping centre. It's probably a lot different now. Здравствуйте. Ресторан Ленинград еще работает?
Нет, давно уже не работает.
Нет? Жаль. Или хороший, наверное? Да. The restaurant Leningrad, there's a sign up there that says Restaurant Leningrad. But the, hello. But the lady, the babushka, the babushka, she said to me that it's closed down long ago, but it used to be delicious. Things have changed in old Severobaikal, but everything used to be called Leningrad. Restaurants, streets, buildings. Here in front of the Palace of Culture, we've got a statue that says BAM Doroga Druzhby, Road of Friendship. And here you've got people from the different republics. You've got an obviously Asian man, maybe a Caucasian lady, and a couple of Russians. And that's because, as I said before, people came from all over the former Soviet Union, all the republics, and other communist countries, East Germany, Hungary, to build the BAM Railway, bringing all these people together. BAM, Road of Friendship. And it's still a friendly place. Let's go and check out the Palace of Culture, called Zhelezna Dorozhnik. The railway worker. Everything's bloody BAM. Everything's bloody BAM in this part of the world, isn't it? Anyway, let's go and see if they'll let us inside, have a little look around. Wow, look at this. Arboretum. I don't think there's any country in the world that likes a palm tree quite like the Russians, or probably the Soviets. Это когда строили? При СССР или это новый?
Да, при СССР.
При СССР, когда БАМ строили, да? Вау, я не ожидал это. Как я в Африке или где-то.
Пожалуйста.
Это не что я ожидал в Северобайкальск. Wow, check this place out. The old Soviet Arboretum here in Severobaikal. Wow, even got a pond. Wow, for the turtles.
Байкало-Амурская магистраль вообще интересное место.
Совсем. А вы когда переехали сюда?
В 87 году. Я работала во всех учреждениях культуры.
О, какой вы очень глубокий, это заметно.
Ужасно, невероятно. Это уникальное место на Бали. Это единственный дворец культуры на протяжении всего Байкало-Амурской магистрали, где есть зимний сад.
Значит, что Северобайкальск это самый хороший город на БАМ.
Его строили ленинградцы.
О, они умные.
Yes, of course.
Карта у нас есть, хорошо.
Проходит от станции Лена
Да.
до станции Комсомольск на Амуре.
Понятно.
Ее протяженность 3501 километр главного хода. Вот на этой территории до 1974 года не было ничего.
Ничего.
Построили дорогу вот к этим 3501 километр, добавьте более 60 населенных пунктов, городов и поселков. К этому добавьте 4000 мостов автомобильных, железнодорожных, и к этому добавьте 8 уникальных бамовских тоннелей.
Думаю, что это был самый большой проект в последние века.
В истории человечества таких проектов в 20 веке не было. Только Байкало-Амурская магистраль.
Согласен. Спасибо еще
Всего
раз, Татьяна.
доброго.
Было интересно. Спасибо. До свидания. Back on the mean streets of Severobaykalsk. Right then, I think it's time we go down to Lake Baikal itself and check it out. Well, guys, check it out. The wondrousness that is Lake Baikal. Check it out. It's huge inland sea, in a sense, that stretches all the way down almost to Mongolia. Check it out. Let's go down to the water's edge and have a closer look. Well, apparently doing that means I'm going to live to a ripe old age. Even longer than I would have lived if I'd taken old Vasily's 100-year-old elixir of life from Babushka's recipes. Anyway, this is Lake Baikal, and what a bloody stunning place it is. Wow, Russia has just got some of the most beautiful scenery. Look at it, the mountains, whatever they are in the distance, whatever range that is. Wow, and it's so clean, the water. Being here on the shores of Baikal, the greatest of the Great Lakes, it makes all the hardships of travel on the Trans-Siberian worth it. The snoring companions, the lack of decent food, the change in time zones, the huge distances. It's all worth it when you see a place like this. Спасибо вам за все. Было очень удобное и уютное место. До свидания. Здравствуйте. Мне, пожалуйста, макароны и соус типа. А вы откуда?
Мы здешние.
Ну, я думаю, что вы не родилась здесь.
Нет.
Откуда?
Сюда приехала с Беларуси.
Когда вы переехали из Беларуси? Когда приехали в Россию?
В 82 году.
Для БАМ? Работать здесь на БАМ или как?
А вот замуж вышла и сюда приехала.
Well, our train further east is leaving in about 10 minutes. So we've got just enough time for a little pasta meal and a glass of compote here in the railway station Stolovaya. And this meal, as I know some of you like to know the prices of things, came to a grand total of 75 rubles, which is 75 pence. So, yeah, maybe not the greatest culinary meal, but one of the cheapest. Здравствуйте всем.
Здравствуйте. Я думаю, ну и где вы у меня есть? Я уже встала переживать.
I get the feeling there's going to be some kids keeping me awake at night.
Bye-bye, Северобайкальск.
Да. Там огромная речка. И горы.
The coupe compartments on the BAM are just full of miners, men who have travelled from Western Russian towns to come here to work underground for a month or two, exploiting the gold, the diamonds, the coal, the copper, the mineral wealth of the BAM region. The BAM, however, wasn't only built to exploit the riches of Eastern Siberia, it was also built to protect the nation, the Soviet Union. In the 1960s, China and the Soviet Union fell out, which led to, in 1969, a brief border war. However, that border war exposed how vulnerable the Trans-Siberian was to being cut off by an invasion from China, thus cutting off the eastern seaboard. And hence the Soviet government decided to build a railway along which they could move troops and weapons in the event of an invasion, safer from the reaches of the Chinese Communist Army. And hence they built the BAM. Houses that are a little. This town was built in 1976 by the Latvian Komsomol, and over there we've got Latvian script on that tower, and we've got houses that are a little bit like Latvian houses with the wooden roofs, the wooden balconies. Wow. We're in a little piece of Latvia here in Siberia. Здравствуйте. And check out behind the train the amazing geography. I don't know if you can pick it up or not, but the mountains in the distance. Look at them, a huge mountain range. Must be 2,000 meters plus. Wow. What a beautiful setting old Novi Uluyan is. Здравствуйте. Люди из Рига, они строили это здание, да? Да. Вы тоже не знаете, ну ладно. Это были люди из Латвии, да? Да. Тоже Латвия? Я-то? Да. Нет, ну ладно. Are you Latvian dogs? No? All right. The enjoyment that you have on any train journey in Russia depends in large part on how nice your provodnitsy are. Provodnitsa is the lady carriage attendant. She'll give you your bedding, make you cups of tea, and I had the best two on the entirety of the barn because they just gave me, as a present, this Russian railway glass and holder. So from now on, I'm only drinking my tea on this journey from this barn railway glass. Maybe some beer too at some stage.
даже не включают. Что, одно и то же Украина, США, всех войти, а мы одни хорошие.
Да, вот, да.
Пропаганда уже идет.
Это не только в России, как
Ну да, получается.
Англия тоже
Да,
так говорят,
то же
так что
самое,
да, конечно.
Здесь, конечно, ладно, там где-то кто-то. Даже от зарплаты до зарплаты, блин, очень тяжело. Ну, как бы ладно, там я тут в железной дороге работаю еще как-то. Но люди, я смотрю, как бы, им очень тяжело. Ну, то есть вот они получают по, ну, например, 30, это сколько получается, по $500, блин, в месяц.
И что смешно, что Россия самая богатая страна в мире. Ну, я имею в виду ресурсов. Спасибо вам большое. Спасибо оба. Очень интересно знакомиться. Welcome to Tinder, capital of the balm, built by Muscovites. Come on, Tinder railway station. Don't let me down. Wow, телевизор? Лучше, чем мой дом. Я буду здесь постоянно. Well, once again, we've discovered that the railway station rooms are the way forward. 15 quid. Bargain. Before we go exploring the town, I want to show you these magnificent oil paintings that tell the story of how Tinder was built. Check this out. You can see the first people that arrived with their luggage when it was just forest and nothing else, and their tents. The original geologists and engineers crossing rivers with their horses and their bags. Wow, this is amazing. An amazing railway station. You get art, you get culture in a railway station. Look at this one. These are all the Bampsy and their families celebrating the completion. Look at it up there. Beautiful Tinder. Let's hope so anyway. Let's walk up to the centre and see what the Muscovites managed to build here so far from home.
That's still recharging.
Let's check out a Soviet library built by Muscovites. Сейчас сколько населения здесь?
33,5, что ли?
А раньше были 100 тысяч, да?
100 не было, но было где-то 60-70 тысяч, когда строили, а потом начали все поразъехались.
А когда вы переехали сюда, если не секрет?
Ой, я давно приехала, в 76-м году.
А, вы здесь строили БАМ тогда? Или?
Да, и у меня есть это какая, медаль за обслуживание, ну, за строительство.
А когда были самые веселые?
Вот то время, вот, 70-е, 80-е годы. Вот вторая половина 70-х и начало 80-х. Это просто какое-то отдельное время, это отдельный какой-то, я не знаю, коммунизм. Какая-то эпоха другая была.
Понятно.
Тогда столько магирусы ездили, все молодые, приехали со всех уголков. Все такие дружные были, все такие, ну вообще, с соседями дружили, все люди родственники были.
Let's see what the kids of this town are reading in this children's library. What's this one? Oh. First Love. Well, we're in the town of Tinder, so I suppose, yeah, it's fitting. Saucy little devils. Well, I've stumbled upon the BAM Wall of Hotties here in the town of Tinder. Let's do some swiping. Well, here we go then. Tinder in Tinder. Now, you 3%, you can join in too. Let's see who we got. Wow, hello, Elena. Definite swipe right. What a hottie.
Oh, crikey, look at these couple of Alexanders. Crikey, couple of heartbreakers in the town of Tinder. Oh, Nina. Nina's got a sparkle in her eye. Look at her. I've got a thing for Nina. Swipe right. Crikey, any of you ladies want to take on Sergey? Looks like he'd be fun on a date. Oh, and here we have Alyessa. Swipe right. Oh, Ekaterina. Where have you been all my life? Swipe right.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Well, that brings our time on the BAM to an end. There's nothing left to do but to raise our railway cup in a toast to the builders of the Baikal-Amur main line. Because they weren't just legends, they were Soviet legends. Good morning, guys, from the chilly banks of the Baltic Sea. It was in this very spot about 300 years ago that Tsar Peter the Great deemed that Russia would build its window onto Europe, the magnificent city of St. Petersburg. From here, Russia, this leviathan of a nation, spreads out for 11 time zones and thousands of miles until eventually reaching the Pacific Ocean. And it's towards that ocean that we're now going to head on the world's longest journey. Going to cross Russia, penetrate some of its deepest parts. Well, less waffle, more babushkas, more vodka, more gopniks. Let's begin our journey across Russia. Поехали! A wise man once said, a journey of 11 time zones begins with a single step. And we've taken that first single step here on Nevsky Prospect, Russia's most famous street. Everyone who is anyone has walked on Nevsky Prospect, from Pushkin and Lermontov, Tchaikovsky, from Lenin, from Stalin, Sergei Bodrov. I actually feel like I'm in a bloody Brat 3 movie right now, walking along here. Anyway, across the road is the railway station. We can go and jump on a train and head east, towards the far east. Can you believe? We'll still be in Russia, but we'll be heading to the far east. We'll almost be able to see Japan at some point. Goodbye, Gorod Geroi Leningrad. See you sometime in the future. We've got some adventurizing to do. Right then. Wow, look at this. Oh my God, check out this place. Look at the old Soviet mural in the top there. We've got Lenin storming the Winter Palace. And up here we've got a bas relief. Wow. Wow. What an awesome railway station. Just think of the awesome railway stations we're going to see between here and the Pacific Ocean. I'm predicting some Sovietness on our adventurizing adventures. Wow. Gone all like fuzzy inside with the thought of it all. Oh, what's this place? Thank you, sir. Check it out, the statue here in the railway station of Peter the Great, the 6'8" giant who built this city. Don't think he built the railway station, but he built the city. And over here, we've got an amazing map of all the places you can travel to by train from Peter. Check it out. Wow. Some of the names we recognize. Look, you can travel from here down to Gomel. We've been to Gomel, that's where flipping Kolya lives. You can go to Odessa, Dnipropetrovsk, a place we've been before, Kishinev. But we're not going to head west, we're going to head east, towards the Pacific Ocean. We're going to head to towns such as, maybe, Kirov. We're going to head to maybe Syktyvkar, to Omsk. We're going to head maybe to Novosibirsk, New Siberia. We're going to head to Barnaul, all these different places we can go to. But the first place we're going to is called Perm. Up there, Perm. Named after a 1970s hairdo, believe it or not. So yeah, let's go and buy a ticket to old Perm. See what's happening there. Where's the ticket office?
Hello, how are you? Yeah, good, yeah? Здравствуйте, я хочу купить билет. Ага. Так, современная система у вас есть?
Конечно.
Ага, современная. Спасибо. Right. Got to wait to buy our ticket. B311. Oh, look at all these places we can go to. Да, здравствуйте. Я хочу купить билет на поезд 145А до Перм. Если у вас есть нижнее место, было бы лучше. Второй класс. Ну, где 4 места.
Там, где 4 места, к сожалению, купе только верхние полки.
Да. Ну хорошо, давайте тогда это верхнее место тогда. Да. 66 quid to travel 30 hours on a train. 66 quid doesn't even get me from London to Manchester back in the UK. We're going to be travelling for 30 hours to get to our first destination of Perm. That's just to get to our first destination. 30 bloody hours. The things I do for you guys. Буду. Спасибо вам большое. И, кстати, вы были отлично. Спасибо, до свидания. We've got our ticket. We're off to Perm. 30 hours. 30 flipping hours on a train. I think this is going to be the biggest test of my endurance, both mental and physical, that I've ever undertaken on a journey for you guys. 30 bloody hours. And that's just crossing like a centimetre of Russia. We've got another, God knows how many 30-hour journeys ahead of us before we see the tropical waters of the Pacific Ocean. Anyway, where's the train? Все хорошо? Спасибо вам большое. We're on board. Wow. Ooh, it's warm. Здравствуйте. Я жду. Не спешите.
О, нет, это надолго походу.
Ah, да? Wow, it's quite a modern train actually. It's got carpet. It's got these nice coupes. I'm going to be what is called a top bunk wanker, and that's because every time you get on or off your top bunk, you have to annoy whoever's on the bed below you. But anyway.
And still recharging.
My neighbours. I think we're going to be okay. Look at it, it's 24 degrees. What's the bog look like? Oh, lovely. Oh, we've even got a bloody shower. Don't know. Exciting. Well, we've dumped our bag inside the compartment. The couple that are with me, older couple, don't look like they're snorers, but we'll find out. But yeah, let's begin this journey across Russia. Flippin' heck. Some of you may have like this romantic idea of the Trans-Siberian. You imagine yourselves reading Dostoevsky as you look at the snowy wastelands pass by the window. But me, I've never wanted to do this trip, to be honest with you. I'd rather just fly somewhere. But let's do it. Let's finally do it. I think it's time the channel had a giant journey. So yeah, jump on board, settle in, and begin the Russian adventure.
А вот там вот сейчас видно будет хлебокомбинат.
Вы давно работали там? Вы давно работали там? Да.
3 года.
О, понятно. Check out all these wonderful places. All these wonderful places we're going to stop off at. Places like Vishny Volachok and Kovrov 1 and Urin and Kotelnich 1. Давайте. Grobotnica. All these wonderful towns until we finally get to Perm 2. We're not going to Perm 1, we're going to Perm bloody 2. It's even better, apparently.
Check it out. Alright, let's go and explore our train and see what we can find on here. Maybe get a beer. Извините, пожалуйста. Спасибо. Check out this fancy place. Oh, wow. This is what the first class looks like. Check it out. You get a lovely couple of beds. Look at this. It's like bloody something Stalin would have travelled in. Nice mirror on each side. Giant window. Red lush curtains. This is how we should be bloody travelling. Check it out. Feel the Soviet wood. Let's check out what they got in the old restaurant car here on a Russian train. Can you see me with that light? Guys, I've got to talk quickly because the bloody copyright strike on the old Russian music. Let's raise our glass to the start of this journey. Let's raise our glass at the start of this journey to the great country of Russia that we're going to cross. So cheers to за Россию. Давайте. Говорите что-то? Все хорошо?
Хорошо. Кто познакомится?
Давайте. Почему нет? Бьет туда. Россия?
Russia.
Бенджамин. Очень приятно.
Андрей.
Ты кто? Андре?
Почему ездить? Чего?
Я хочу путешествовать через Россию, посмотреть ваша страна, самая большая страна, мир. Ну, узнавать, что у вас есть здесь, в дальние районы. Ну вот, это мой план. Посмотрим, как будет. Ничего хорошо? Почему? Ну, давай посмотрим, как будет. Ну, я думаю, что равно были приключения для англичан. Нет?
Ну, как сказать.
Ого. Ого. Почему у него есть такая красивый стаканчик, он есть отличный? Это расизм против англичанина. Я понял, что это русский первый, да? Англичанин второй, понял.
Да нет.
Я шучу. Это сервис.
Есть женщины, класс.
Самые красивые женщины в мире. Давайте за русские женщины. Ваша честь, Ольга. И Кристина
Есть
тоже.
очень красивые женщины, очень культурные, приятные.
Правда? Давайте. За русские женщины.
За русские женщины.
Самые хорошие.
Самый хороший, самый приятный. Самая настоящая любовь, можно здесь Russian. Любовь.
Любовь. Russian love. Russian love.
Russian love.
Russian love.
Да.
We're going for a cigarette. Some people are literally sitting, ow, my slipper. Some people are literally sitting all the way to bloody Chelyabinsk. Wow, они сиденье место. We're going in the bog. I hope he doesn't try and bum me. Это Russia, блядь.
Смотри.
Да.
Смотри,
Да, я вижу.
это пиздец.
Да, ну, да.
Это пиздец, блядь.
О, понятно. This is Platzkart on a Russian train, dormitory, and this is where Andrew sleeps. Удобно?
Sleeps.
Удобно?
It's on.
Да?
It's on.
He sleeps in this place, not like me, in a nice comfortable four-berth. Давайте, правда. Ну, интересно. Интересно. Более интересно, чем мой. Здесь много людей. Ну да, здесь много людей. Здравствуйте. Спасибо. Wow.
We've arrived at a random little village between St. Petersburg and Moscow. Me and Andre. Yeah, Andre, yeah. Yes. He wants me to smoke his dodgy Russian cigarette. Yeah, we bought it. Vape. Johnny FD turned me into a vapor. I used to hate smoking and they turned me into a vapor. And now I can't stop vaping. It's the worst habit. Don't do it, kids. If you're a young subscriber, this is not big, it's not clever. Don't do it. Бология. Миф Бология. Как называется ваш город? Бология. Бологоя. Рим Бологоя. Ленинград или Питер?
Ну, раньше был Ленинград, сейчас Питер.
Ну да.
Все уже не...
получаете 24 500, да?
24 500, да.
24 500.
Очень мало.
Это очень мало.
Очень мало. Это вообще мало.
Можно жить на этого?
Ну, нам леса помогают, огороды, озера.
Блин.
Ну, что делать?
Русский народ очень сильный.
Конечно, хочешь жить, умели вертеться.
Wow. This lady was saying she makes 24,000 rubles a month. I said, is that enough to live? She said, well, I have a garden, so I have to grow my own vegetables and fruit, and then it's enough. Otherwise, I would starve. Russian people are tough. До свидания. И спасибо за все. The waitresses in this restaurant car have very nice voices, especially Olga has a beautiful voice. She's a very good singer. Да, Olga? У вас есть самый хороший голос есть. Good morning, guys, from day 2 of the journey. Now would be a good time to tell you exactly why I've chosen the city of Perm as our first stop on this route that we're taking across Russia. And that's simply because of one reason. About 150 kilometers outside the city of Perm is Russia's only gulag that has been preserved. It's very strange that a country that had thousands of gulags, thousands of camps, and where millions of people died, there's only one preserved one that's been converted into a museum. And so I want to go to Perm, jump on a bus and try and find this gulag museum and show you guys around, have a look around, because we really must remember that although I'm taking this journey voluntarily, for many, many decades, Russians were doing this journey against their will, and they were really suffering in the gulag system. Блин, завтрак даже не сделал.
Нормально. А ты водку пьешь?
Блин, сейчас? Уже начинал, блин, это только сколько времени сейчас? Который час? Это 10 часов утром.
Ты пьешь водку?
Я пью, но не сейчас. Блин, завтрак даже не сделал. Коля, успокойся, блин. Я англичанин, я чуть-чуть слабый по сравнению с русским языком и русским людям. Блин.
Ну, давай по водочке.
Коля, это 10 часов утром.
Это нормально, это Россия. Ты где находишься?
Блин, я англичанин, я сказал. Блин, для меня это совсем другое дело. Водка 50 грамм за компанию. Коля, блин.
Да не вопрос, не вопрос. Переезжаю к тебе. Сейчас я тебя спою. Сейчас я тебе покажу, как русские пьют. Самые богатые в жизни должны быть в России. Где же ее взять?
Ну давайте. Спасибо за приглашение.
Да, не вопрос.
Давайте.
Научился же. Ты где-то в России живешь, ты не обманываешь.
Спасибо вам большое. Ой, супер. Вау.
Это яйца.
И тоже что-то еще. Мясо.
С колбасой.
Да? Это, блин, настоящий завтрак. Водка, яйца, мясо, блин.
Вот, настоящий. Водка, яйца.
Что еще надо?
Что еще тебе не
ничего,
надо?
Ничего.
Только подошла. Осторожно, 6-й вагон прямо напротив меня. Спасибо.
О,
welcome to Old Kirov. We've got 20 minutes of freedom. I've managed to escape from Kolya and his vodka. I'm going to have a little look around Kirov railway station. Wow, it's worth getting off the train. Check out the mural here in Kirov. Check it out. We've got some random Vikings. There's actual bloody Vikings on the mural. That's not Soviet. That's a Viking mural. Look at them, bringing Christianity to Russia, sailing down the River Volga to Kirov, and then the city being built by random dudes with brains bigger than ours. Legendary. Right, let's have a quick look outside the door. Пожалуйста. Crikey, you don't get many thank yous in Kirov when you hold the door open for someone, but we're here in bloody Kirov, quickly anyway. And it's a place we've been before. Don't know if you guys remember, but we discovered the wall of hotties in old Kirov with Russia's ultimate hottie policewoman, Anna. She still has a place in my heart. Anyway, here's old bloody Kirov. Check out what I've seen in the ticket office. A golden bust of Mr. Kirov himself. Let's go and have a look at Kirov. Check him out. Now, if you know your history of Soviet history, you'll know that Kirov was the head of Leningrad. So he was assassinated one day, which brought in a wave of terror by Stalin. Some say Stalin did it himself because Kirov was a very popular apparatchik in the party who was getting too popular. Anyway, there he is, Mr. Kirov. Back at the train, that was our little excursion in old Kirov railway station. Just another 10 hours to go. 10 hours to go. Wow, in 5 minutes the train's going to arrive, which is the Moscow to Vladivostok train. So I'm complaining that I'm sitting on this thing for like 30 hours. Some people are doing 7 days in one go. I mean, absolute nutcases, but they're doing it.
Бля, вы такой крутой, вообще, честно отвечаю. А можно селфи? Пожалуйста.
Конечно, можно.
Можно, да?
Давайте селфи. Мой фанат. Манчестер Юнайтед.
Манчестер Юнайтед. Спасибо большое.
Очень приятно. Значит, не надо. Спасибо большое. Очень приятно. Wow, we met a Man United hooligan. All right then, I bought in the shop in Kirov red doshirak noodles, which everyone tells me are the best noodles in Russia. So we're going to go and make them, and we're going to review them, and I'll tell you if they are the best or not. Surely they can't be better than the Rolton. We'll see.
Значит, у меня 3 молодых человека.
3 человека?
Молодых.
А,
3
молодые? О, ничего себе. Веселый будет, было, да?
Нет, они все в телефонах.
А, ну это современный.
Едут с конференции, все задачены. Все в телефонах, поговорить не с ним. Какой вы так?
Ой.
Мы пошли дальше.
Хорошо,
Давайте
очень приятно еще раз. Пока. Спасибо вам. Да. Ой. What nice people on the train. Спасибо, спасибо. Look at that Doshirak loveliness. Так, просто надо трогать это красный, да? Современные системы в России. Я люблю это. О.
That's how you get some hot water on a Russian train. You don't get that on British rail. Well, whilst my doshirak is imbibing all that lovely goodness and flavour, I'll give you a little tour of my little coupe, my little bunk. I've got myself a little USB to charge my phone. I've got myself a light, so I can read my book at night time. Down here I've got a little pocket. I've got a handle randomly. Put my bag up there. Nice comfy bed. You can see the view of the outside world as Russia passes by the window. And here I've got some Baltica 7. What more do you want on a bloody train journey? How can you be happier? Look at that. That is gourmet level noodles. Bloody hell. That's better than a pot noodle. Alright, let's tuck in without spilling it all down my bloody top. This is going to be epic, I feel it. Doshirak for the win, and it's spicy. Bloody hell. Normally in Russia when they say something spicy, it's not spicy. Doshirak red is actually pretty spicy. A Chinaman or a Vietnamese chap would like this. Super. Doshirak is officially the food of the journey across Russia. Stopped off in a little village in the middle of nowhere. It's so green here, they don't even have a platform. People have to jump off the train into the mud. Over there's a bus stop, a muddy road, and over there is an abandoned factory. Can you see that in the forest? Officially Russia's grimmest village, according to me. Probably some rougher ones out there we haven't seen yet. Wow. What a place.
I'm out of range.
Do Svidania, Valienki, Russia's grimmest village. Nice knowing you. All these little grim here, basically to chop down wood, to mine some coal. Everything that we see, the infrastructure, all can trace its origins pretty much back to that brutal system. I'm here in the wonderful town of Glazov. Sounds like the kind of town name you get in a computer game. Escape from Glazov. I would never run away from Glazov. Look at it, it's beautiful. Krasivy Glazov. Żółty dom. Wow. Just just beyond this little line of trees here, you can see the foothills, the forested foothills of the Ural Mountains, that dividing line between Europe and Asia. Wow. We won't be crossing them today, but in a couple of days we'll be stepping foot out of Europe and penetrating Asia. Russian Asia, the most exciting part of Asia. Wow, look at the old houses. We are in the middle of nowhere. Love it. Stopped off at a town called Belazina. One does not merely pass through a town called Belazina and not get off the train and have a look at it. Let's go and see. Wait, спасибо. Let's go and check out old Belazina railway station. Go and see what it's like. There might be a lovely mural inside, who knows? We'll only know if we investigate. My slippers are falling apart. Fucking hell. I might have to go back to the train in socks. Ooh. Wow, Belazina. Oh look, we've got the young people of Belazina. Wow, we've got a palm tree. We've got a bloody... Gracias, yeah. We've got a palm tree in Belazina. Wow, what a wonderful place. Gracias, как дела? Вы говорите на английском? Нет, ну ладно. Wow, check out this place. It's just full of plants and it's like an arboretum. And, oh, we've got some old pictures of Belazina. Check it out. The Wall of Hotties and Heroes. Ну вот. Ой, извините. Хочу посмотреть ваш красивый город. Как здесь Belazina? Wow, нормально. And this is old Belazina. Downtown Belazina. Check it out. You've got some old Soviet buses. You've got some old Soviet people. I like it. I like old Belazina. I'm tempted to get off the train and just stay here. I wonder if they've got a hotel. You never know. You never know. Back in we go. Спасибо. Нормально город, да? Нормально, хорошо, рад слышать. God, what would you do if you got cut off between your train and the platform if another train came? I don't know. Think of something. Here it comes. Сдачи не надо. Все хорошо. У вас нету бабушки секреты, газеты «Бабушка секреты»? Нету? Ну ладно. Спасибо. Wow. This train is the Novokuznetsk to St. Petersburg train. They've come from the middle of Siberia, down in the Cyan Mountains, and it's going to St. Petersburg. Wow. There you go. So that's, wow. Some old babushkas on there giving me the eye. And I've got a Mars bar. It makes me feel like I'm at home. I always thought Mars bars were British, but maybe they're not. Maybe Russians eat them too. God, as we're heading further east towards the Ural Mountains, the temperature is definitely dropping. It was lovely and sunny in Petersburg. It's actually lovely and sunny here, but the temperature is definitely colder. And we've moved forward 1 or 2 hours from Moscow time, or from St. Petersburg time. So, yeah, I've lost a couple of hours, basically, in the day. And behind me are a couple of coppers staring me out. I've done nothing wrong, Gov. Honest. Bye-bye, random Soviet town with potted plants in your railway station. Hope we'll meet again. I'm having my final meal on the restaurant car before we reach old Perm. Having Olivier salad, a Soviet salad. The secret is mix all the mayonnaise in, all that lovely goodness in there. I mean, it's probably not as good as dosharak, but it's going to be nice.
I can't cast that yet.
Hopefully no one turns up and makes me drink vodka with them. Good? Я не боюсь.
Здорово, блин!
Вот, блин. Давай, давай.
Приятного аппетита!
Спасибо, спасибо.
Benjamin.
А если я... Love, not my life, my love.
My life.
My love.
Блин, прикольно.
Лайк.
Ну, лайк тоже. Дай,
Ты
спасибо.
ему что-нибудь это...
А это как ты?
Аша, здесь, я русский мужчина сейчас.
А, чё, ты русский мужчина, ты понимаешь, да? Ну, они сейчас русские мужчины.
Fuck you, hell.
Fuck you.
А чё ты меня нахуй?
Давай.
Давай, братан.
Давай, братан, спасибо сегодня за уроки, как быть настоящий русский мужчина.
Ребят, вам может кружки дать?
Может быть.
Давайте, сейчас подсох
А, где тост? Где все?
Русский человек
Блин!
Взял,
что
выпил
это
за
было?
медведя,
Что
за
это
того,
было?
который бил вперед.
Бля, Коля!
Как говорят, в Канаде бывает.
А, блин, ну, за ваш честь, русский народ.
Bye bye, little coupe. Hope to see you again sometime.
Спасибо вам большое. До свидания. Так вот, туда. We've arrived in old Perm at 10 o'clock at night. Let's go and check it out. Just I got off the train, Collier's been arrested by the coppers. He's in handcuffs. He's been beaten up by a copper. Wow. What a night. What a train journey. Udачи, Collier. Perm 2. Right. Where the hell am I going to spend the night in old Perm 2? Налево здесь, да? Лестница. Хорошо, спасибо. Что вы написали? 229. Супер, спасибо. Check out this room. I'm knackered. Quickest lift in the world. Ooh, nice colour scheme.
It's too far away. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still
Here we go. Let's try out the old Perm Hotel. Современный система. Not very Soviet, is it? They've bloody done it up. I can imagine back in the day it kind of was Soviet, but not so much now. Anyway, we have got a lovely picture, nicely drawn. Ah, and we've got a fridge. A model 1614M, the classic. Quick bathroom inspection, and then that'll be it. Okay, fair enough. Well, there you have it. We've made it to Perm after 30 hours on the train. What an adventure. What legends we met. What things and places we saw. I'm going to hit the sack before we continue. journey across Russia tomorrow. Good night. Many times is the only preserved. Good morning from historical Perm, here on the very edge of Europe. Today we're going to head to the bus station and then we're going to try and find our way to Perm 36, which was a think of how many hundreds of thousands died and how many millions passed through that brutal system. But anyway, we're going to go and check it out hopefully. So we're going to buy a bus ticket, head out of town and try and find it. Let's go and do it. Lovely Perm. Oh, Perm in the autumn. Where would you rather be?
Давайте. Можно?
Wow. That's very nice, the old tram lady to let us go. You see, no matter what you think about Ruskies, they do respect the zebra crossing. They do tend to let you pass. And here we are at wonderful Perm bus station. Check it out. What a beauty.
Здравствуйте, я хочу купить билет до деревни Кучино, где это лага музей. Знаете это место? Кучино. Кучино. Что-то вроде так.
£2.60 to the village of Kuchino.
12:25. Спасибо.
9, да? Спасибо. Right then, platform 9 at 12:25. What time is it now? Perfect, after half an hour. Let's go and look around the bus station. This is old Perm bus station. All the Permians heading off to the villages.
У вас есть бабушка секрет? Бабушка секрет. Газета. Бабушка секрет.
Да, я
Да?
хочу.
О, блин. Супер. Дайте, пожалуйста.
Да.
Бабушка рецепции? Ну, давайте тоже.
They haven't got Babushka secrets, but they've got Babushka's recipes.
I can't cast that yet.
This is a real bus station stolova, or a canteen. Check it out. We've got lovely things we can have here. Wow. Stolovas, or canteens as we say it in English, are something that you find all over Russia. Every village, every bus station pretty much has one. They became very popular in the Soviet times when people were working in the factories and they had to fulfill their quotas. They needed a place to go and quickly eat, get what they want, and then get back to the factory floor. They still live on past those times, and they're a cheap eatery now for the average everyday Russian. Sometimes you're lucky, you get a good one, and sometimes you're not so lucky and you get a nasty one. But this one's all right. Platform 9. Bus to the Gulag, please.
Извините, пожалуйста, это этого маршрут или нет? Нет, другой, да?
Времени не видите, да? У вас же
Я не
время
прочитаю на русском. Я англичанин.
Вон, 12:25, это время.
Хорошо, спасибо.
Did you notice what happened then? I asked the driver if that was the right bus. He went, "What, can't you read your ticket? What are you, a dummy?" I lost face in front of all the Permians. So I had to lie to him and say, "But I don't speak Russian. I'm just an innocent English tourist." And then he felt sorry and he showed me. They're brutal, these bus drivers in Perm.
One of my favourite things in Russia or any country is looking at the map of all the places you can go to and check it out. From Perm, please don't shit on me. Please don't shit on me. From Perm, we can go to Gaiva, or we can go to Kolteyeva, or Gamova, Troitsa, or my favourite, Uskachka. I reckon Uskachka, I reckon Uskachka is probably an awesome place. Anyone going to Uskachka? Yeah? No one's going to Uskachka. Well, we've still got 15 minutes to kill, so let's cross the old Gulag fence to the other side and have a look at this little area of Perm by the bus station. Let's see what's happening on this side of the tracks. Some say it's the dodgy side across the fence. Only the brave dare to cross the Gulag fence. Wow. Crikey, we really are in the rough end of town. But they're probably friendly. They just look brutal. And here you can have your key done if you want your key done. Look, any key you want. And here's an old Soviet bin. And that was the tour of the rough side of Perm. Let's go and catch our bus to Kuchino. Bye-bye. О, осторожно, осторожно. Almost saw a man run over. I'm reading an article that says How I Lived to be 100 Years Old by a man called Vasily. Basically, you just have to buy his oil for 1,250 rubles and you'll live to be 100 like Vasily. Look at him. I'll have to go to the shop and get some. Wow. Спасибо большое. Счастливо пути. Well, we've been dropped off at the turn-off to the village where Perm 36, the old Gulag camp, is located. I'm going to walk a couple of kilometres now along a road that I suppose many people walked or came along involuntarily, not knowing exactly what fate awaited them at the end of it. Let's go and check it out. As I walk the 2.5 kilometres to Kuchino and Perm 36, I'm passing old traditional Russian houses built well over 100 years ago, and long before the Gulag was built in this village. The Gulag was actually built in 1946. I wonder what the villagers thought, having a camp for political prisoners here in their village. I suppose when some of the prisoners left the camp, some of them settled in the region. They had nowhere else to go. They knew they couldn't get jobs back in Moscow or Peter, the big cities. So they probably settled in places like this. Be careful. Started to work the land. Just happy to survive the camps, I suppose. Wow, what a beautiful place though. For the Alliance. The descendant of a Gulag camp guard dog, maybe. Wow. Anyway, let's be serious here, because what happened to the Russian people, and not just Russians, Estonians, Latvians, wow, people from all over. Wow, terrible crimes were committed against them. Talk to me. So we have to show our respect. You wouldn't go to Auschwitz and be all jolly and make jokes. You wouldn't go to Chernobyl and act disrespectful. So we shouldn't do the same thing here, where so many people suffered. old buildings. They would have worn these. Ah, amazing. Monday. Vychadny, closed. Wow. Monday, day off. Bloody hell. It's like Space Church all over again. Здравствуйте. Вы закрыты сегодня, да? Ай, блин, когда вы будете работать?
Завтра.
Завтра просто?
Все дни.
Все дни, да?
Сегодня только закрыто.
Черт, прибыл из далековато Англии где-то. Где можно переночевать рядом?
Ну, гостиница-то. Ну, в этих, в кафушках там, или в Чусовой, или в...
Anyway, us Soviet adventurisers, we don't let moments like this get us down. We keep our spirits up. We're adventurising and things like this happen. And anyway, we're going to spend the night in Chusavoy, which may be the most epic town in all of Perm region. Who knows? And then tomorrow we'll come and see a gulag. Nothing wrong with that. Let's go and check out old Chusavoy. If I'm not mauled by a gulag dog. Ah, right then. 21 kilometres to go to Chusavoy. Bloody hell, someone better give me a lift. I can't walk 21 kilometres in vans. We're here at the lonely bus stop by the name of Chomnaya, which means darkness. Let's hope I'm not spending a Chomnaya notch here at the bus stop. A dark night. I mean, as lovely as it is, check it out. It is rather beautiful, old Soviet bus stop. Look at those curves though. Oh my God, so sexy.
Скучно? Иногда бывает скучно, но все хорошо, нормально. Я всегда столкнулся с людьми, хороший народ, так пока все хорошо. Я только начинал мое путешествие. Я буду до Дальний Восток, через Россию до Владивосток, так может быть дальше будет скучно.
Ну сейчас несколько колец ломали. Тебя так много, что перебор.
Супер. Ой, ребята, спасибо вам, вы молодцы, спасибо за помощь.
Так называется?
Да, чувствую. Ну вот. Возьмите. Бензин.
Спасибо.
Спасибо вам, вы очень мне спасали. Wow, that was lucky. Got a lift straight to the hotel door from those lovely lads. Let's check it. Я англичанин, Великобритания. Паспорт, регистрация. Все есть. Я не илlegальный. Конечно, я покажу. Wow. Check out this in the lobby. Soviet. Добро пожаловать. А как ключ? Блин, ну хорошо. Спасибо. Ой. Супер. Wow. Check it out. This cost me 1,500 rubles, which is £15, about $18 to you Americans. Check it out. Shove the beds together, have a little desk, do some editing, a fridge, and a lovely flipping bathroom. Wasn't expecting this. I think I'll be perfectly happy here for the night. You see, things always work out in the end when you're Soviet adventurising. And there's the lovely view from my window. Well, that was the old hotel here in wherever we are. Let's go and get some grub. Oh, Gopniks. Let's go and find some food here. Wow, what lovely people in this town we've got here. Let's go and find some food and a beer. After that hike I did today, we need to find some food and sustenance. Check it out. What a lovely hotel. Wow. The lads back there have stopped. And they're all... The lads back... Wow, crikey. There's Gopniks on me tail. Got to find a place to eat and a beer. Привет. Что случилось? Все хорошо? Do you speak English?
Да.
Yes?
Yes.
What is your name?
Vadim.
Vadim, pleased to meet you. I'm Benjamin.
Danil.
Daniel, pleased to meet you. Wow, I like your top. USA?
USA.
Amerikanец?
No.
Oh, okay. Русский?
I'm from Russia.
You're from Russia?
Русский.
Русский boys, good.
Gang.
Gang, yeah? Okay. Okay.
You money. You
Legend.
money.
Wow, okay, you're rappers. Okay, I like it.
Привет, дорогие друзья, с вами я, Данил Весельков.
Wow, круто. Я нашел самые крутые люди здесь. Как называется ваш город?
Чусовой.
Чусовой. Чусовой. Понятно. Ой, осторожненький.
А у вас нет электросамокатов?
У нас есть в Англии, тоже есть. Да.
А вы из Англии?
Я из Англии. Да. Далековато.
А сколько у вас фолловеров?
3 миллиона.
3 миллиона?
Говори.
Здрасте.
Это самый популярный блогер. Будущее будет. Говори что-то.
Да, здравствуйте. Да, у вас знаменитый А4, вот А4.
Ой. Wow, what a great little town. What great lads. Кушай. Oh. Perm cry. Let's go and get some breakfast. I want to show you what my breakfast is 6 days out of 7 on trips across the former Soviet Union. Let's see if you could handle it, you know? All right. Gulag. Хорошо тогда. Спасибо. Они били откуда? Тоже отсюда или? Да? But Austin, prison like the fact Gulag camp passing. А как вы попал? Я знаю, что вы сказали мне, что вы родилась здесь. Ну как, ваши дедушки или папа, родители, они были откуда? Тоже отсюда или? Да? О, вы настоящий уральский человек тогда? Да. А, супер. Красивая часть России здесь.
У нас здесь вообще красиво.
Да. Я платил, я думаю, через карту, правда?
Да, у вас
да?
пока тема.
Хорошо тогда. Спасибо.
Пожалуйста.
Хорошего дня.
Вам тоже хорошего дня.
Right then. Let's hope the gulag is open. In the early 90s, just after the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Russian citizens group Memorial bought this camp, Perm 36, with the intention of turning it into a museum so that future generations could understand exactly what went on in the Russian gulag system. Let's now enter the camp and take a look around.